Jo, jdeme na to.
Oh, a lava path. Who does this? I thought it was a union thing.
Jo, zdravím vás u dalšího streamu Immortal. Podíváme, co nás tady čeká. Zdravím příchozího.
The hell?
Krásný hezký večer, Ers, jo? Jinak taková malá novinka. Rozhodl jsem se, že příští týden nakonec pojedu Life is Strange. A důvod je jednoduchý. Mi došlo, že příští týden mám narozeniny. Takže bych si mohl dát nějaký streameček. Sice ne přímo na narozeniny, ale před narozeninový stream. Takže si den předtím 24., což by měla být středa. Dáme streameček. Okay. Aha, teď mám se lepší nějakou. Se ti budu věnovat RSL, jenom tady musí být arénku, tak. To by mělo být v pohodě. Jo, jak právě říkám. Myslím si, že Life is Strange by mohla být dobrá merzinová hra. Jsem na ní zvědavý, no. Ten jestli se tam opravdu promítnou mé rozhodnutí, že jsem nechal zničit to město. Jsem moc zvědavý, jaký to bude mít dopad právě. Jsem se nevšiml, hoši. Okay. Spodní Káťa píše. Aha, tohle je cesta. Pojďte. Čistě, halalo. Dobře, teďka musíme nějak správně natočit. Jinak dnešek byl poměrně dobrý. Já jsem trochu unavený. Jaký byl vlastně den? Eresil. Další arena. Padá to tak. Tak, jo. Co bychom měli? A je.
Beams are being blocked.
No. Děláš úkoly s tím, jo? A konečně. No. I druhou. říkáš 2 hodiny utrpení, jo? Krabíku.
Both of them.
Jej, to by bylo. O, jak se to láva. A Mojžíš řekl.
I swear, if Thaddeus isn't home.
To bylo hezké. OK, alarm.
Oh, look at this mess. You're paying for this mess. Hope you got an inheritance coming. This is one of them for the rest of your natural-born life type debts right here.
I really didn't mean to blow up your porch, and
No, já jsem včera
is supposed to be.
bojoval.
I just came here to talk.
Bytostmi, které nešly
It's
zabít.
called a parlor, Jack, where you entertain guests. Would have done anyway, had I any actual burning desire to ever have guests. I need some coffee in here. I'm gonna box your ears, I swear. You want any?
That'd be great. I really am sorry. I wish none of this had happened.
If wishes were horses, beggars would ride.
What's a horse?
I don't know. Never seen one. Died out in the early parts of the war.
O, jak za ním letí ten hrnek kafe, to je dobrý.
Right?
I don't need a horse.
No,
To-
dummy.
to-
The war. You a deserter? You look scared.
What? No, I'm... Why would you think that?
Some men's eyes, they got a little bunny in them. Yours do? Hopping around. Maybe not always, but right now. Something's got you scared out of your mind.
We're going to lose the war. No one knows how to stop Sandrak, and... I'm afraid of what comes after.
You should be. What he's done to Saren, to Kelthus, he wins, that's what he'll do to everyone. So how's he doing it? Snuffing out the fonts.
You know about that?
Kid, I got scry stones in every damn corner of Aveum. You start seeing ley lines winking
Tohle
out
jsou
in all
fakt
the
hezké
wrong
charaktery,
places,
jakože
gives you pause.
ty ukázky jako vypadá to dobře vždycky, no.
It's poorer by about 3 fonts.
3. He got to another one?
Oh, yeah. As soon as the font in Rasharn went dark, he must have beelined for the one at Kelthus. His occupation would have made it easy pickings.
They're not really gone. Sandrax absorbed their power using some kind of artifact of Aristea. A binding stone, a Thrutakul. That's why I'm here. The Immortals believe you're the only one that might know what the stone really is.
So, Kirkin still hate me?
I've heard she's not a big fan of yours, but, I mean, she's never mentioned you to me.
Well, you gotta be new then.
No, I've been her student for 5 years now.
Well, she must be working up to it. This binding stone of yours, look like this otherwise innocent bit of business, yeah?
Yeah. It's that bad?
Walk with me. Easier just to show you. Calm your tits. Won't hurt none, promise.
Oh.
How are you doing this?
With panache, it's called a mind walk. Trick I picked up.
A tyhle mají prostě hezky udělané, no.
Rasharnian magic?
What about it? Some of the most elegant and creative Magni alive. Oh, don't let King Dipshit and his Confederates spoil the barrel. Let me show you some history. This is Aveum in the time of Aristea. 1,000 years and some change ago.
The wound. It's small.
Yep. Just a teensy thing back then. We Magni hadn't gone buck wild yet. Aristea brought out the worst in us, and it's all because of this thing. A binding stone. They used it to commune with the fonts. And some idiot decided to use it to control them instead. Let's just say things
Jinak
got
teda
out of hand.
faku, zatím to vypadá, že ve středu půjdu Life is Strange 2. A asi začnu od začátku, pojedu ji stejně, ale abych měl jistotu, že mi to když tak hodíte saveit.
You've got to give me something better than that.
What if I could, son?
No, uvidím.
It's a damn big place. And it doesn't help that it blew itself up some 20 odd years ago. Now, unless you got more questions, we can head back. What's it gonna be?
So that's the big secret of how Aristea fell. Just one more casualty of the Everwar?
The lure of the binding stone was too much. We see magic, Jack. We eventually get greedy. Can't help ourselves but to sink down to our basest nature. Even the mighty Aristea could only keep its head up for a year or two.
A year or two? Their ruins are everywhere, whole cities of them. And they were way more advanced than ours. That can't be right.
Aristea, the bastion of high learning and magical ingenuity, capable of miracles uncountable. They're Magni demigods among men. Yeah, that what you're talking about?
Well...
Don't know what to tell you, kid. Getting too close to magic turns us all dead stupid. It's like the Everwar's our natural state of being. Despite everything you've been told, Aristea was just a blip.
When the Aristea used the Binding Stone to commune with the fonts, what happened?
They all about turned into little pentisons in a matter of days. Spread their new magic know-how like brushfire until they were pulling cities out of the ground like it was nothing. Bunch of idiots. Who cares that it was causing the wound to grow at an exponential rate? Oh, they'd fix that later.
Fix it later. We haven't changed.
Not 1 inch.
I need to get back to the Palathon. Tell them what I found out.
Fair enough. Wait a minute. You feel that?
Feel what?
Someone's in here with us. Hold on.
What?
Stay out of my way, Jack.
Get down, kid!
Oh,
Ah! No! Son of a bitch!
Thanks.
Go on, go after her!
I'm not leaving you here.
I'm done for, kid. She was in our minds. She gets away, Sandrak will know y'all are gonna go after the
zrovna toho
Shrine
týpka
Forge.
jsem dělal rád a on tak rychle umře.
Gotta catch her.
Úplně čekám, že se to tu...
By the ley line.
Okay. To nemá cenu, ne?
Hurry it up, Jack.
Jo, na celou dobu tady na mě čeká.
Come on. She's over there.
Oh. Víme, že vždycky na mě počká, ale aspoň to vypadá napínavě.
Please don't be you.
Si ukáže, že to ta moje kámoška, co?
How are you alive?
No, don't.
Why didn't you try to find me?
Don't do that.
Do what?
Ask me a question, you won't accept the
Klasika.
How can you be with them?
That's the one.
I can't believe it.
Sorry, ale to bylo prostě jasné. Se vrátí jako záporák, to už tak prostě bývá.
Yeah, I'm here, sir. I found out the Binding Stone was created in a shrine forge somewhere in eastern Oromon. No exact location, but it's a start. Bad news is, I think Daddy has died helping us find it out. I'm sorry, sir. I know you two were close.
Don't blame yourself.
I had a tale. Sandrak will know we're coming for the Shrine Forge.
That just means we'll come heavy. Return to the Palathon for mission planning.
I see how it is. You're not going...
Buď, že se neumíralo, nebo že to bude něco jiného prostě.
Your lordship.
Jack?
What's the deal with you and Kirkin? She literally doesn't talk about you. Like, she doesn't even really consider you part of the Order.
I'm sure that sometimes she wishes I wasn't. I'm an Eye of Lavanry as well as an Immortal. She may think the real reason for my being at the Palathon is to keep tabs on her.
But she had to approve you joining us. I don't get it.
Marcello the Lesser, Albus the False Ionetian, the Lord's Grux, the Wax Witch of Deladel. All of them were Kirkin's enemies, here and abroad.
Operative word being were.
Now you understand how I got her endorsement. I'm a useful tool to her, Jack. You should only read Kirkin's silence as a shield of plausible deniability. If we're not seen talking, no one can prove she gave the kill order.
Talk to you later, Hauser. Ambassador Damley?
Hello, Jack.
So what does the Royal Advisor do with the Palathon exactly?
On paper, I'm here to uphold the interests of the royal family and counsel the Grand Magnus on the Immortals' role in the Everwar.
I hear a but in there.
But, since Kirkin has enough authority in Lucium now to ignore me, I just skulk about, raiding the Palathon's wine collection.
Taky si myslím. Ale neudělal takovou díru do světa, aby z toho udělali film. Ale je dost filmová.
Since the Grand Magnus refuses to let me in, I must resort to simply spying on all of you.
Teď budu nějakou dobu jenom kecat. Jsem se rozhodl, že trošku prohledám tady právě tu část. Protože vždycky jsem šel na míse a tak a teďka vidím, že je docela dobrý čas a myslím si, že budu jenom jakoby už podávat hlášení a potom začne nová kapitola, takže...
I spent 5 years in the Lights Army with Kirkin as my mentor, and I had no idea.
Losing him was a blow. He was a hero to Lucium. Rasham's strongest son, fighting against the corruption of his homeland. Many thought he would win us this war.
Until he became the war. So why did he quit and rejoin Rasharn?
Only one person in the Palathon knows that, and I can guarantee you she won't tell.
I hear Kirkin's the only one keeping us from surrendering to Rasharn.
You wound me, Jack. Who do you think convinced the king to speak with her in the first place? After Nocia, confidence in the Palathon's ability to wage this war...
Got shaken a bit?
It cratered.
Ouch.
Kirkin and I have our differences, but we both agree that it's crucial for the king to have faith in a Lucian victory. Ask Kalthus what Sandrak's peace looks like.
How well did you know Kirkin's predecessor, Thaddeus?
Not at all. His tenure was a long time ago. By all accounts, the Palathon and Lavenry enjoyed a less contentious relationship then. Grand Magnus Thaddeus was very popular in the capital.
Really?
His resignation from the Immortals was a bit of a scandal for reasons I'm not privy to. Naming Kirkin as his replacement caused a few raised eyebrows as well, but the royal family traditionally avoids interfering with the hierarchy of your order.
I have to go, Ambassador.
Forge. Ještě nemůžem. Je to prostřední síň. To dost riskuješ, chlape. Quest. Jo, to je můj barák. Jako mít takovou fontánku v tom. Zajímavé. Že bych tu někde měl být totiž někoho, s kým si dal tercky za to kecat. Jo, tady.
Silas.
Hello, sir.
Now that Yothium is secured, do you have your reassignment?
You heard the Grand Magnus at your ceremony, sir. We're either meant for the front, or we're marching north to help Lavenry. The brass is still working out the details.
Have a preference?
The front, sir. Even though that's an airship over the wound and I have no stomach for flight. My mother and brothers are stationed there. Trenchers by trade, the lot of us. The Magnus that owns our debts likes his lightless to fight his families. Has enough pull with the Light's army to ensure it happens.
So how did you end up here?
A clerical error, most like. Things got a bit scrambly when it was apparent Sandrak really meant it this time. Going for the ley line tower. But, this way I get to tell Mom I fought along.
To by záleželo, jak moc by šlo slyšet to její zrčení vody.
How many Lightless does your Magnus oversee?
Can't count them all by now. He's been taking on the debts of hundreds of us from the other Magni for years. As I understand it, having an implied private army
je vtipné, jak vlastně vždycky se baví tři, ty se ho půjčíš a aby se tam vzadu něco dělo, tak prostě ti dva jakože rádoby spolu povídají vždycky.
Debt collection seems wonderful to me. I mean, us Lightless have been trained at the country's expense, and our arms and armor aren't free, are they? It adds up fighting for one's king.
Ale že by se mi líbily české titulky. Ne, že bych si to nedokázal vyloženě překládat, ale hodně věcí mi jakoby utíká.
Is it? But then, who am I to question the ways of the Magni, sir? I might even be accused of being unpatriotic.
Kirkin was your father's commanding officer at Sundown 10?
Indeed she was, sir, ages ago. What a harrowing experience that was, by all accounts. My father's still shaken by it. Sundown 10's one of the few battles where Rasharn deployed its Archon battalion. Even though it was a Lucian victory, due to your Grand Magnus, of course, they say the Archons were granted rights of citizenship in Rasharn after that.
Their constructs are citizens?
Just the Archons, sir, for their valor in battle. They're allowed free worship, of what I can't begin to imagine, and have the vote so long as they serve in the Rasharnian armed forces for a span. That's what some of my squad mates used to say anyway, the older ones. It could just be a lightless soldier's tale. You know how fanciful they can be when it comes to ideas of rights and opportunities and such.
That shouldn't have to be fanciful.
Now you're just pulling my leg, sir.
Sundown 10. Kirkin never talks about that battle.
That's strange, sir. She found her glory names there. Fury of the Broken March. The Warbird of Aquil. That's a tradition that's fallen out of favor. Names of glory. I don't know why. They sound so crackerjack. Sundown 10's where the Grand Magnus had the accident with her arm, you know?
Hold on. You know that story?
Only as my father tells it. He says that after days and days of fighting, the Grand Magnus ended up overloading her sigil until it just fused into her arm.
Sigils are used to level your magic. That shouldn't have happened.
Father did say the Grand Magnus was arguing with her sigil constantly to lift that restriction. One day it finally gave in.
What? You can't do that.
I don't know, sir. She can be very intimidating.
I'd better go.
Si myslím, že možná nějaká část příběhu se bude odehrávat tady. To jsou ty kuvraty té. Nic, tak už jdeme si pokecat tam. Někdy si to tu ještě zkusím víc prohlédnout. Ještě jedna osoba mi tu chybí na kecání, co vy. orákel. Zajímalo by mě, kud nás orákel leze.
Welcome back, sir. They're waiting for you in the war chamber.
This is insane. The surface of Eastern Orman is an endless desert. We'll never find the Shrine Forge this way.
I'll switch back to the islands just above the Tempest Lair.
The conquering hero returns.
Hey, hero. See if you can make out anything but sand.
Really with this? Already?
Why are we looking at sand?
Thaddeus gave me the history of Sandrak's Binding Stone. As you say, sir, it's some real end-of-time shit. The Aristea couldn't survive it, so our chances are on the wrong side of 0. Before he died, Thaddeus told me that the Shrine Forge used to create this Binding Stone was...
under all that sand.
Maybe. He didn't specify whether it was on the surface, which is completely blasted by magical fallout, or the islands above, which stretch out forever west.
Wait a second. Did you say Thaddeus died?
Yeah, the Hand of Sandrak was following me. Had a team of Nightblades with her, and...
What matters now is that we have a location for a location. And that's better than yesterday. We find this Shrine Forge, we're one step closer to finding some weakness in Sandrak's hold over the Binding Stone.
I'll break out our scrying records on Rasharnian troop movements in Orman within the last year.
You know, they say one after effect of being inside a massive volcano is dehydration.
I'm just tired.
Get some rest. Narrowing down this search to anything actionable is likely to take all night.
I might have an idea on how to shorten that.
This was extraordinary work, Initiate.
Thank you, sir.
Jack, hold up. Zendara's right. You do the Immortals proud, my friend. And it's great to see you back in one piece after that whole adventure.
Thanks, Dev. It's good to see you too.
Just now, when you were telling us about Thaddeus, I noticed something might have been distracting you.
Really? Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean.
Your face at one point, it was like you'd seen a ghost. Forgive me for prying.
I saw someone I used to know, and she's in trouble. Look, this isn't the place, but I'll fill you in when I can.
What kind of trouble?
This is not the place.
Oh, right. Right you are.
And, you know, keep it to yourself, okay?
Why would you even have to ask that?
You can't be serious.
Point? I promise to keep it to myself. Also, I'm so very sorry if I embarrassed you in front of your Ilori friend. Is friend the right word? I know I embarrassed myself.
His name's Rook. But one thing
to, že to je střílečka, je tam dost kecák.
I gotta head out.
Což jako neberu špatně.
I haven't forgotten. I still owe you a conversation about Sandrak having been an immortal. But finding the Shrine Forge is priority 1 right now.
You heard the Grand Magnus. Return to quarters, get some rest.
Okay, no.
Luna's alive. What am I supposed to do with that?
Tady jsem ještě nebyl, jenom nakouknu. Tady je celou dobu orákel, Orfe teda.
So with your, special sight, do you know who wins the Everwar?
Depending on when we look. Sometimes.
To jsou totiž achievementy za to, že s nimi povedete všechny rozhovory.
We're 12,000 years ago, when sigils were worn as crowns.
Not so much then.
Eternal things, like the Everwar or the Aristea. Time runs out of room to record them. Room and desire. When things get too old, time loses interest.
Yeah, I don't... You know, that sounds weird, right? No offense.
Oh, it's very weird. Aggravating, too. We want to know if Rasharn secures a decisive victory as much as you do. Time's just not paying attention to it.
I've been meaning to ask you about your mask.
It has nothing to do with Rasharn's Order of Masks. They are little more than a broken cult, playing with trinkets and damnation.
Oh, whoa, I totally wasn't gonna make that connection.
The Akel settled along the western rain valleys long ago. This was before the Gaterond, the cataclysm that claimed them all, except for me.
Hold up, I think you might have skipped ahead.
Oh, we were talking about our tally mask? It shifts through all the faces of my people, each and every one. You're unable to see it, of course. We were the only Yakala to survive. So we wear the rest of their faces in memory.
Then it's like the wall of names, your mask. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you.
It's only a mask, Candle. We could never get upset. Sadly, we could not. The Thradakul is an Aristean art.
Wait, did you just read my mind?
We can't do that. Such magic was outlawed at Atheron.
Okay, but then how did you...
Oh, of course. You're just catching up to the discussion you started. As we were saying, Nosia's fate was hidden from us, as was Sandrak's breach of the war chamber. The Thradakul is an Aristean artifact. Those always put tiny perforations in time. Look too close to pasts or futures in their proximity. Pages get torn away.
Huh. Maybe that's how it lay hidden for so long. Seers can't see it clearly.
Nor scrying glass. Sometimes, however, holes in time have movements. Context. Tilt your eyes and predictions can occur. That's how a lot of our counterintelligence is done against enemies using chronoflage. It's unfortunate that no such methods would have worked at Nosia.
Orphe, you're gonna love this one. Turns out Aristea, the Eternal Empire, they only lasted 2 years.
In a particular version of Aveum. That's true.
I so knew you'd say something like that. The truth is really a time-fuckety thing, isn't it?
We're rubbing off on you. The truth is that their empire's communion with the Fonts awakened a kind of inhuman consciousness in and between the magic of Aveum itself. The Fonts had previously operated independently, but now they were sending messages back and forth through the minds of the Aristea. And they were so delighted to know loneliness no longer that they created the Untime.
Untime?
The Pentadi called it the Stillness. Civilizations can flourish in it if they can figure out a way to keep hold of causality in a space that has no meaning of the word. They never do. Aristea has always been forever, and yet less than 1,000 days. How's that for time fuckety, my little candle?
Good chat, Orphe.
Tak a teď už konečně teda můžeme jít. Už jsem pokecal se všema, co jsem chtěl.
How are you even alive?
Story for another day.
It's the mind walk, isn't it? The spell went crazy, and now you and I can do this.
I think so.
How much can you see?
Nothing really. I see you, and the rest is just colors that can't hold their shape. I can only hear you too. Don't worry, I can't spy on you or sneak into your war room.
No, it's not that. I kinda just wanted you to see this room. The one they gave me, it's crazy awesome. Super big.
When you look glum like that, it reminds me of when the Upbridge gang stole your shoes.
Don't.
Ty jsou tady na nepřátelných stranách, tak se docela dobře baví.
Tell me, have you ever seen the color Salamine? It only exists in Rasharn. It's one of the first things I noticed when they took me here.
Just stop, Luna. Rasharn doesn't have its own colors.
But it really does. Come visit me. You'll see.
How can you even ask me that?
Because I miss my best friend. I want you to see what I've done here, who I am now.
To by mohlo,
I have that farm I always used to
jak
talk
si
about. Can you believe it?
typovala, že se bude snažit stáhnout na tu stranu, tak tohle by mohlo s tím souviset.
For years. I thought you were dead.
It's like when you nap too long out in the sun. When you open your eyes, everything's kind of blue, but all mixed in. Imagine that, and put a pearl inside. That's what the color Salamine looks like. You don't get it, do you, Jack? All you are is angry. I'm trying my best not to get angry. Angry that the next time we see each other, one of us is going to kill the other. I just wanted us to talk and forget about that for a minute or two.
Luna, wait!
Že by konec kapitoly konečně? Ještě ne?
Hello?
Rise and shine, friend. Kirka needs everyone in the war chamber.
Did we find the Shrine Forge?
We might be close. I brought in a specialist to help crack the case.
A specialist in Shrine Forges?
No. In Orman.
Are they named Kenzie?
Up and at 'em, sleepyhead!
I was just taking Kenzie here to meet Zendara. I predict they'll get along famously, don't you?
Wait, not yet. Wait for me.
Ale trošku čaras přes rozpočet, čekal jsem, že už je konec kapitoly.
Can you believe it? The anarchist has set aside her disgust of military institutions long enough to help us out.
Oh, no. There's still plenty of...
Je, to je ta holka.
Would you two cut it out? They're waiting for us.
Now, Kenzie, I appreciate our verbal fencing about the rabble's pillow-fisted outrage against the gentry, but the very large one there, she's actual royalty, so maybe not so much.
Maybe none.
Look, I'm here because I want the Rasharnians out of my home, not to make nice with some princess that thinks... Oh, my...
I see. So it's all eat the rich until someone gets the vapors.
Welcome to the Palathon, Kenzie of the Sky Tribes of Oramin. The Kingdom of Lucium is grateful for any help that you can give us.
You bet. Are you scrying the entirety of Orman at the same time? You'd need hundreds of scrying constructs to pull this off.
Thousands.
No wonder the rest of the kingdoms think Lucians are always lurking in the shadows. The amount of border alliance and factions here is... even for wartime.
Yep, it really is an impressive feat of modern arcano engineering, but moving right along.
You mispronounced invasive.
When's the last time Orman even pretended to be a wartime?
You're looking at her.
It's okay, Zendara. Kenzie's right. I'll submit a formal apology to Oramin's High Council the next time they convene, at Nosea.
In case you hadn't heard, Sandrak destroyed Nosea, so she's being...
I heard.
Oh, so you did catch the shade. Very good.
You're looking in the Tempest layer? That's the wrong place. Those islands are the newer ones. You gotta look underneath, where the first islands were dislodged.
We checked. There are no Aristean ruins on the surface of those.
Who said anything about the surface? The Aristea love an underground temple.
Flip it.
You're shitting me.
See? I did have a good idea.
OK, jedou to otočit. To nikoho nenapadlo to do teďka otočit.
There's only one way we say hello.
Get prepped for a combat drop.
Tak, teď to máme. Takže za chvilku zapínám Minecraft Legends. Takže zatím, papa.
Shall we save you a seat on the assault craft?